Right, today's job. Over the last couple of days I've just been cleaning things up, so I've just cleaned the heads up roughly just so I can get to them and pull them to bits. Cleaned all the other bits up, all ready to go back on. So today we're going to pull the valves out and see how bad they are. So this is the setup. This is about 50 years old, this rig. It works brilliantly. So I'll just set it up and then we'll get cracking. Okay, so we'll pull the valves out, see what's up with them if anything, see what we need to do. So this is an old rig we've had for years, as I say. Flirt them out. Get the collets out, two little collets. Come on. That's that one. As you can see, two different types of collets. There's a taper one and a seated one. So just got to remember which ones goes on which, but we take these to bits. Two sets of springs, an inner and an outer. And with the Zetor range, they're all the same for inlet and exhaust, apart from the collets and the size of the valves. So we'll have a look at this. So we've got an inlet. I don't know whether you can see that. Let's give it a bit of a clean. It isn't actually too bad. So what I'll do is for now is I'll stick them in here, starting at the front so we don't mix them up. They're all individual heads, as I say, so it doesn't. So this is it. Exhaust valve, these are the ones that can be a bit bad. Oh, you see that one's been quite pitted. It's been blowing past there all the time. This is head number one. This had a compression of 220 psi. So there's a bit of grinding to be done on these. So that's that one. Now we've got the valves out, we can give all the ports a good clean up and around the seats. So we'll get another head. So that was number one. Number 5. This is number 2. I did mark them when I took them off. As you can see, I just put a pin punch in each one so I could see where they were. I'll take this one to bits. See where we're up to on this one. That's that one off. Ooh. That's all chewed up round the top of that, son, so there's a bit of something wrong with that. We'll have a look. Yeah, springs are alright. Oh, look here. We've got a bit of a problem. Valve stem guides come out. All chewed up around the top. So this is head number 2. This had the higher compression of all of them. It was 260 psi. Inlet valve's not too bad. Which they never are really. It's always exhaust valves that go because that's where the heat is. You see this one now, exhaust valve. Yeah, better work to be done on them. Surprised it isn't worse with the stem valve stem guide out. Better work to be done on that then. That's head number 2. Now I've got the valves out, as I say, I'll give all these another clean up, decoke them. So we're on to number 3. That seems alright. Hang on, there's some stuff been chewed off the top of that other one. Do a comparison in a minute. Yeah, another inlet valve, not too bad. This is head 3. Not too bad the amount. They all polish up. No grinding paste out on them. If you compare the top of that on there to that one, there's a lot of metal gone somewhere. It's not good, is it? Right. This is head number 4. This was the one with the very low compression. 160 psi. There you go. The exhaust valves have a little cap on, a rotator cap on. I'm not sure what the idea of the rotator cap is, a little disc. I'll show you what it is. That's what the exhaust valve has on top. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but that's got a little dimping where the rocker arm's been pushing against it. So I don't think that turns, I think it's the valve that turns in that. So I'm not sure what that's for. I'll have to do a bit of research on that one. Why they put them on. So we go here. There we go. Everything seems to be okay in number 4. Let's have a look at the valves. Let's take the inlet out first. It's much the same as the other inlets. You see this bit of riveting gone on there. I'll have to just clean that up a bit before I can get it out. There's a burr on it, but not that you can see that. There's a burr on it there. So, oh, these black gloves, they're rubbish. Right, just going to stop it there a minute. Right, back. Just got a file. Just clean this up a bit. You wonder why this had a burr on it, wouldn't you? That's where the collets sit, so the collets must have been jiggling up and down a bit in there. I know this is a square collet, isn't it? So that collet fits under there, so it must have been jiggling a bit or something, don't know. Anyway, we've fettled it. Again, exhaust valves. That's been blowing a lot there, it's black there, so it's been blowing past. This is the one with low compression, so I was actually hoping to see that. So that's good. Well, it's not good, but It's there. Right. So what I will do now is spend a bit of time cleaning these up. And grinding the valves in. Right, just a bit of an update on the cylinder heads. After cleaning them all up and cleaning the carbon off them, the valve seats aren't brilliant. These are ground into the head, so I can't really put new seats in. I don't know whether you can see that, but they're all shapes terrible. So I've decided to put new valves in and have the seats ground, and I'm going to have the head skimmed at the same time. This head has got a, I don't know if you can see that, it's the old valve stem guide is knackered, so I've got a new one of them. So the guys are going to press that in for me. Fortunately, it is still will be a press fit, and a bit of Loctite 603 or something like that on it will lock it in. I'm going to put new valves in. Some of these valves are bad. This one especially. It's actually razor sharp there where it's ground down to a point. And they're all weird shapes. That's an exhaust one. The inlets are pretty bad as well. I don't know if you can see that big step there, but by the time I've ground that out, I'm going to have nothing left, so decided to put new valves and have the seats cut. Got new inlet valve. See how that compares to the old one. A lot thicker on this top edge, so these are well worn. So I've got a set of them. I just need the exhaust valves now. We haven't got any in stock, so this is an old one. So I'm just waiting for. As I say, I've got the new guide, and then I'm going to take him to a local guy, and he's going to recut the valve seats. He's going to skim the heads. I don't know if you can see that on the heads. There's quite a groove in it there. That's where the cylinder head gasket seals. So we'll do that. Take the studs out so they can get it on the milling machine for working on. So just wait for my exhaust valves to come in, which are a couple of days I believe, and then I'll take them down, have it all cut, have them all ground, and then I shall restart again on the cylinder heads.